Lo-Fi Girl as a business and a channel is unlike any other on the YouTube platform. With a view count of anywhere from between 35,000 to 45,000, this makes her right up there with the top streamers on YouTube. And this is even on par with some of the bigger streamers on Twitch. Initially, when I started researching Lo-Fi Girl, I expected her business to be relatively simple, just like any other streamer, but I was very surprised to find out it goes much deeper than I originally thought. So without further ado, let's dive into the business of Lo-Fi Girl. To understand where the business of Lo-Fi Girl is now and where it's going, we need to understand where it came from. The first secret fun fact of the day is in 2015, the channel originated as Chilled Cow, and contrary to popular belief, was actually run by a French man named Davinci, who was 27 years old at the time, rather than a Lo-Fi Girl. The name Lo-Fi Girl wouldn't come around until 2021. Now, at the time that the channel was called Chilled Cow, the avatar Lo-Fi Girl didn't exist. And so Davinci started off the channel using a character from a popular Studio Ghibli movie called Whisper of the Heart. I'm gonna do my best here, but the character's name is Shizuku Takashimin. Let's see how close I was.
Shizuku Tsukishima.
I'll take it. Now, obviously this landed Davinci in a lot of trouble once he grew big enough, and he actually got the channel taken down from him when the rights holders struck it down. But fortunately, he was able to get the channel back up when he pivoted to a different art style. He hired an artist to create the avatar that would eventually become Lo-Fi Girl. Second fun fact of the day. This one's a little tougher than the last. Little known fact is that her actual name is Jade. With the new and most importantly legal live streams back up, they would continue to grow and gain a loyal fan base. Surely this would be the last of their problems, right? In February of 2021, all of the music live streams from the channel mysteriously disappeared overnight, and people began to wonder what happened to them. Eventually, the Lo-Fi channel tweeted this: "The Lo-Fi radios have been taken down because of false copyright strikes. Hopefully, YouTube creators and YouTube will sort this out quickly." Fortunately, Lo-Fi Girl had a massive community at that time, so YouTube quickly stepped in and resolved it. With one of the longest live streams probably ever on YouTube finally ended, and it being uploaded to YouTube, it came out to a massive 20,843 hours, 43 minutes, and 51 seconds. That's 868 days worth of video, which might just make it the longest video on YouTube. Now, this is super secret fun fact number 3. If you go and click on this video in her live stream sections, you actually can't watch it because the video is still processing. If you've never uploaded something to YouTube before, you might have never seen this, but when I upload a video and I try to go watch the video, within a few minutes of me uploading it, I'll get this error. There's either two options. One, YouTube has been processing this for the last 4 years, because keep in mind that this happened in 2020, or YouTube has either secretly stopped the processing of this video, so it'll just be completely lost to time. Personally, I think that YouTube has stopped it in the background because I don't think that they just want to process this video for the past 4 years straight, but let me know what you guys think. Jumping to March 2021, the channel rebrands from Chilled Cow to Lo-Fi Girl. So where does the business of Lo-Fi Girl sit now? Well, let's do this iceberg style. Layer 1. These are things that everybody knows about the live streams. They have 40,000 people watching constantly, and these people are getting served ads. Just like any other YouTube channel on the platform, they get ad revenue from the people that watch those ads. And then right below that is their merch. Now, merch only sells to people that would consider themselves fans of a channel, but this can be things from stuffed animals, sweatshirts, t-shirts, actual music like CDs and records, anything like that. Next up, we have their most popular collaborations. They've collaborated with popular brands such as Lego and Fortnite. When you open up lofigirl.com on Google, you're actually greeted with a screenshot from one of their Fortnite worlds. So after updating Fortnite for the first time in like 2 years, I loaded in the world and started exploring. The world that it's set in is actually Lo-Fi Girl's room, so you can explore different things like the desk she sits at, but the character Lo-Fi Girl Jade isn't actually in the room, and I believe it's some kind of lore where you have to find her. There's some like little quest lines that I attempted to do but eventually got bored. Layer 2, where do they get all of their music? Now, this brought up a few more questions for me. If they're constantly streaming music, surely they're just always looking for more music, right? Well, if we go to one of their Discords, we can actually find an answer for this. If we look through the rules, we can actually see that they outline a pretty decent amount of requirements for getting a song in one of their live streams, such as this. Songs featured on our playlist have to have been released with us. And here it says, specifically, we do not feature music released independently or through other labels. So what does that mean exactly? If I created a song and I released it on YouTube, and then I contacted Lofi Girl and I was like, hey, I'd love to get this song on one of your playlists, they would say no. I would have to release it through Lofi Girl, which means that Lofi Girl is a record label now. Then in 2023, they pinned this message right below all these rules. The label is not currently accepting music or art, which only gave me more questions. So I went to go look at their website to see if I could find any answers, and while I was browsing the website, I actually found a artist section where they list all of the artists that they work with and a bunch of information about them. Each page has 10 artists and there's 22 pages, so that's 222 artists that they work with. Now, it's not like all these artists are full-time employees or anything, but it's still a significant amount of people to work with. Here's another secret fun fact. You can tell a lot about a company by their job applications. Right now, we can see that they're actually hiring for 4 different spots. A spontaneous application, which who knows what that means, 2D animator, 2D illustrator, and a freelancer. If we take a look at the illustrator position, we can once again see the influence that Studio Ghibli has on Lofi Girl by Lofi Girl actually listing they're looking for Studio Ghibli inspired artists. Now, moving on from that to the spontaneous application, it looks like it's just another animator position. So I don't know why they named it this, but there is an interesting line in here. Now, if we go down to this line, it says, friendly and funny personality to join our close-knit team. And this is in the requirements of the job. Everyone loves a personality hire, but let's focus on what's important. The close-knit team term. Overhiring is one of the most dangerous things a YouTube channel can do, and it's one of the most common failure points for a YouTube channel, because most people that have a YouTube channel aren't experienced managers. When you start hiring on people, you start turning into a CEO of a company. Now, as much as I listen to lo-fi music while I'm studying or working on a video, I've never actually made any music, so I'm not a part of the creator lo-fi community. Only someone in that space would actually know the impact that Lofi Girl has had. So I found an artist that makes some great music and actually has 35,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. They go by the name Aniket, and they have a YouTube channel and of course Spotify. All of those will be linked down in the description below, so go check them out, and I highly recommend their music. I actually found them in the Lofi Girl Discord, so I reached out to them and introduced myself and asked them what they thought of Lofi Girl and what their impact has been on the community. Unfortunately for me, they responded in just a few minutes and were happy to answer any questions I had. Here's what they said. Well, Lofi Girl has always been a pinnacle of the lo-fi music scene. The artists and their songs have always inspired us to be more creative with our songs and to be unique with it, to test the limits of our potential and to deliver the best of the best every time. Lofi Girl channel is very important to the lo-fi industry, and it always has been the inspiring point of every lo-fi artist. And there you have it, straight from someone who's actually in it. Lofi Girl is a driving force for the community. I just want to give a shout out to all of our supporters on Patreon. At the end of every video, we like to read out all of them, so here it is.
It's blank.
Alright, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see us do another creator, let us know which one you want us to do next.